see what he can get. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So the Cincinnati Bearcats offense will have the football first. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. 3rd and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense, not giving up any big plays and forcing the 4th down.
It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. The Bears offense has the ball for the first time. And Jesse, the man in the backfield today, not necessarily a superstar. They'll just try to have him grind out the tough yards when they need it.
He needs to be solid in this game. He doesn't need to be a Heisman Trophy winner today for them to win, but he has to get the yards when they present themselves. Take what the defense gives him, and you cannot turn the ball over.
No, you got to hold on to that rock. But it would be nice. I think this offense would really open up with some more consistency at this spot. Now, a running back they can really depend on. He becomes that guy. If he can grow into that, this offense can take that next step.
The Bears come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Motion from the wide receiver. Clark wants to throw. He's got him. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. A 1st down run on the doorstep. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
They'll come to the line just 1 yard shy of the goal line on 3rd down. Trying to pound it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Missouri State. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Starts the drive trying to go up top. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. On the move, it's Walker. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Bearcats need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Entering settings screen, you have 29 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
He makes its way onto the field. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. So here comes the Bear offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Hand off from the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Bears with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Got a man, it's Joyner. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now facing a 3rd and long. Clark to fire. Lofts one deep down the right side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The Bears line up to punt it away.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Grabbed in the middle, it's Royer. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. And the Bearcats moving quickly to the line. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. It's Walker. They make the tackle at the 36. Let's see if they bring out the punt team.
A nice job of awareness on defense there on that 3rd down. You know, you're expecting the offense to throw the football, but it's not just going to be receivers or tight ends you got to worry about. You got to keep your eye on where that running back is. They knew exactly where he would be, and they were able to make the tackle, setting up for it.
Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Great place to start for this offense. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Quickly to the tight end. Let's take a moment and think Missouri State. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back. No one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. What's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year, and they get a chance to start strong here in week 1.
This senior showed some serious arm strength, firing that one in for the first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Robinson. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is, because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
He's run out of bounds, but they've got it now, 1st and goal. And the Bears have this offense rolling. A first down run in the red zone. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Big fella moving. Trying to rumble in. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home. Important play coming on this opening day. It's 3rd and goal. Slams ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Missouri State.
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Handoff from the gun. Gets it past the marker. A sweet run gets it out to the 30-yard line, and that can really jumpstart a drive. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Sorsby. Makes the catch. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. The Bearcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. The give to the tailback. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And now on 3rd down after that last run. They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. Turns it on in midfield. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. Got the completion on the last play, still some work to do on 2nd down. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Royer. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down.
I think early in the game, you can really set the tone. You got the completion. You set up a manageable 4th down situation. Do I want to be aggressive? Do I want to show them I'm willing to go for it on 4th down? I got a great opportunity right here.
They'll move the wide receiver. On 4th down, going to the air. Hauls it in, the 1st down and more. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the 4th down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. 4th down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big 4th down conversion.
The give to the back. Powers through the defender.
And not much running room. He had to break a tackle and still break another tackle to try to get back to the line of scrimmage. Not good blocking on the play.
Well, that's what coaches always emphasize, too. Never assume a teammate's going to make the tackle. You run to the ball, and they did it there.
Well, 100%, especially guys that are so big and strong and elusive nowadays. They're going to break tackles. Keep swarming, keep hitting them.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And this one's going to be incomplete. He was trying to make the connection in the back corner of the end zone.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
And it's batted away, and the 4th down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football. Looking for room, it's Lawrence. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. Didn't get much on 1st down, it's 2nd and 9. Clark wants to throw. Quick strike complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. The Bears come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They want to throw it. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
Well, 3rd and short, I think the offense was probably expecting blitz. That's why they dialed up the screen, but it did not fool the defense. Great job defending the screen, setting up 4th.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He'll run it again. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. And the Bearcats need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. The Bearcats will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. No return coming here as he signals for the fair catch and makes it right around the 30-yard line. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Going right to work up top. It's complete to the left. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. Looking for a gap. It's Lawrence. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Going with the ground game left. Sweet cut there. He'll be knocked out of bounds after picking up a few.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Clark to fire. Finds his tight end. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the 1st period. Period. It's Missouri State holding the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant 1st quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Big turning point as we head into the 2nd and get this game rolling again. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And the Bears will punt this one away. And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Off play action. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Touchdown, Bears! The defense does the work itself with a pick 6. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. They'll get this drive started from the 29. Looking for space, it's Walker. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Wide receiver going in motion. Back to pass, it's Sorsby. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
That is how you start a drive. Meet the physical challenge on 1st down. Rush the quarterback, get the sack on 2nd down, and now put him in a 3rd and long situation. Nice job by this defense.
Moves away as he feels pressure. He's turning it loose into the middle. Makes the grab on the big throw. They make the stop, and this junior loves to show off his arm strength, and he did it there. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Caldwell. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
And the Bearcats come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Makes the grab. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. New set of downs after the completion. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12. The Bearcats want to crank the tempo. Back to pass. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Bearcats! After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into you.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step 1 to getting them back in the ballgame.
And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here comes the Missouri State offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Quick completion to the right. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Bears are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Clark wants to throw. Completes it in the middle. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
From the gun, give on the inside. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
And on that 3rd down play, there just wasn't any timing between the quarterback and his intended target. And as a result, ball falls incomplete, setting up 4th.
And the Bears will send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling.
Going to take a shot at this DB. Makes the grab at the 30. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got it. After that huge play, they've now got it inside the 30. It's 1st and 10. Throws toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Bearcats.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in the game.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Buffalo went into hostile territory and came away with a convincing victory. The Bulls always seem to get everyone's best punch, but today they were the ones who delivered the knockout. All that speculation all week, and now we know. And something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these.
He wants to go deep. Makes the grab right down the middle. Right down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Bears! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Use the play fake, now to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Pulls it in, it's Caldwell. He gets across the 25, steered out of bounds at the 26.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. The Bearcats come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. Using his legs, it's Walker. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
And the Bearcats will snap it on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Sorsby. Throws to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Showing off those sweet feet as he gets it to the 45.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He's got it, 1st down and more. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the 1st down. They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. They'll try the run. Shakes off the defender.
Really nice 1st down run. And you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles. He can run outside. He can catch the football. He can block. This guy can do it all.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Leaves it with the running back. Oh, he's got a chance. He'll come through on 3rd down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. The Bears are moving quickly down the field. on the option. Now the toss. And the fourth option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. They just needed a few inches, and the defense knocked them down in the backfield. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. And that lead grows even bigger.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. That's reeled in. It's Allen. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down. The Bearcats headed quickly to the line.
And there's finally a bright spot for this offense in the passing game, completing that on 3rd down. I know we're in the 2nd quarter. They're trailing by a lot, but you need something positive to happen here to build some momentum. Maybe they can build on that, drive the field, score some points before going in here at halftime, and get a little juju going.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Tempo and overdrive. Wants to throw. It's Sorsby. And as he throws, makes a connection. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. They have a 1st down at the 41-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
Heaves it on the run. Grabs it inside the 15. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Cincinnati!
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it's still a positive game.
He's got an open man. Oh, a lot of space. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. From the gun, the ground game. It's a running room. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
And when I can run the football like that on 1st down, it creates 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the ball.
And the Bears come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. He's got it down the middle. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. The Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Handoff to the single running back. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
And you got to do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clocked.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there in Cincinnati, and we've had a lively first half. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Nippert Stadium.
So here comes the Missouri State offense. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't get...
Running free. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Power football with the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Almost had a lot more room there, but he'll go out of bounds at the 36.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. They'll keep it on the ground. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now as the whole playbook's open, the defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
Here he goes breaking the pocket.
This is the most annoying thing in the world for a defense, is when you start to play all these plays and all these pass concepts and routes, and then you let the quarterback get outside the pocket, and he takes off, and he gets a first down. Like, so much to defend. That is the hardest thing to defend, because you don't know where it's going to happen on the field and when it's going to happen.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense, and that's a great start here in the second half. Like, coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
The pull and throw off the RPO. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
My old coach said, don't never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Clark to fire. Pressure coming. Just tried to ease it out there, and it falls incomplete. And this kicker has had a busy night. The field goal unit is out there for the 3rd time. And this one sails through just inside that left upright. And they'll push that lead out a little further. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They haven't had a whole lot of production nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far, and if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. Here's a heat. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. Pulls it in. It's Walker. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
He's just got a knack, doesn't he? Just finds his way out of things and scrambles outside the pocket and then makes plays, gets completions. It's just so frustrating for a defense to try to bottle a guy up like this with so much talent.
And the Bearcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Here's the handoff. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
You wonder now on offense, have they found something in the run game? Finally, it's been tough for them to get the run game going, but they picked up a nice gain on that last one. Let's see if they go back to it.
He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
The Bearcats in the hurry-up.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick.
Lets it fly. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And that's exactly what I would do, too. Why would I not keep throwing that dude the football? I know it was incompletion, but he has had a day. He's been cooking this second.
Fires one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, this guy has had himself a day. Already over 100 yards receiving in the game, so no wonder the quarterback's looking his way, and no wonder the defense now has finally figured out they're trying to throw it to him. So we got to cover him. We got to knock balls down, of course, incompletions.
And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. And the Bearcats will have it 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. On the run, still looking. Got a wide open receiver. Touchdown, Bearcats! All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
How about this? A 2-point conversion coming. Dropping back, it's Sorsby. It's caught. The 2-pointer is good, and now we have a 1-possession game. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here comes the Bear offense. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Got his man quickly. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call, really nice execution.
Creates a little room.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Johnson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. And the Bears line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. The Bears look to keep this drive humming. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Plows through the defense. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Bears kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. The give on the counter. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go when you...
And he will take it in. Touchdown, Bears. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. It's caught. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And this QB has been on top of it. He's made good reads. You could tell, taking care of the football, put up a lot of yards. He's over 350 on the day now.
A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4. The Bearcats will hustle to the line.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it. At this point, that looked like a pretty...
Grabs it at the 25-inch stride. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. The Bearcats come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air, it's Sorsby. Here comes the heat. He's going to run it. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Bearcats!
I mean, you talk about calling a pretty good defense. You feel good about it. You take away the pass, and what does the quarterback do? He pulls it down and just shows the speed, basically becomes a running back, takes it all the way to the house, and makes your defense look silly.
They want to see if they can score the deuce. He wants to throw it. He's got it for the 2-point conversion, and now they're back to within 1 possession. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was capped with an explosive 22-yard run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the left. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you've got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. They say success rate can be picking up about 4 or so on 1st down, 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
You know what? Everybody gets energized in the whole football team. You got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy because that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. The Bears are moving quickly down the field. They'll go to the ground. Breaks the tackle. Crosses the 40, gets it down to the 35 before he stopped, a gain of 6. And the Bears with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll give it on the counter. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy in that slot position.
Oh, what a move. He breaks a tackle. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. The Bears are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll run play action. Quickly complete. And he's going to be just short of the first down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring 4th down right in the face.
And the Bears back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. He kept him out of the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1-yard line. The Bears are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Missouri State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had.
Makes the grab on the right. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
Now a 1st down from the 45-yard line. There's the pressure. Forced out of the pocket. He'll pull it down. He's got it out of bounds at the 41-yard line.
And that's a really good job by this defense because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along.
He lobs one high down the left side. Touchdown, Cincinnati! And the comeback is on. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here comes the Missouri State offense. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the tight end. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. So the final period starts with a second down play. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on fourth down. That's caught. It's Robinson. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. And the Bears are on the move. To the ground with the back. At the 35, he's open. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The Bears pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Got it behind the line. It's Robinson. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Behind the chains now on second and long. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a third and long. Clark wants to throw. Fires toward the end zone. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed.
And this QB's put up a lot of numbers today and had a lot of success, but man, he makes his first mistake. And this defense, they finally capitalize, they get the big turnover and stop.
Yeah, they needed something to go their way finally against the pass, and they get it right there. Now, if you're this quarterback, you got to turn the page quickly. Obviously, they're not going to stop throwing the football. They've had tons of success with this game tonight so far. He's going to be able to have to bounce back from that interception.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Rushes on him, extending the play. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking.
He'll off one deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. And the Bearcats will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Slips through the line. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. They'll start this drive going to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. Sometimes you'll hear guys derisively say, well, he just piles up numbers. When the number gets close to 450, that's worth doing.
And that's why they throw it as much as they do, because they've got a difference maker playing the quarter.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
He leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And the Bears are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. The sure hands, it's Robinson. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. The field goal is no good, and the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Sorsby. Pocket breaking down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. He's got it along the sideline. Finds some room. Touchdown Bearcats. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. The extra point here would tie the game. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Missouri just wrapped up 4 quarters worth of dominance on its way to victory. And that's really the standard there in Columbia. That's a tremendous fan base, and they'll enjoy this one all week. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. The Bears can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Boom. The give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning.
And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it 1st down at the 42. Use the play fake, now to throw. He'll get rid of it. He makes the catch. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. Great spot to attack there right off the turnover. Try to strike and keep them reeling.
Absolutely. Coaching 101. Sudden change. When you create a turnover and you get the ball back on offense, attack, attack, attack. Use the momentum. Try to make a big play.
At this part of the field in the red zone, offensively, you're bringing all these tight ends in the game. You'd like to be more physical at the point of attack. That's why you're bringing the big bodies in, but...
There he goes! And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. Now facing a 3rd and long. Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake. Slings it downfield. And they can't complete the bullet pass on 3rd down. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Field goal is good. Tap taking the lead.
All field goals are not created equal, guys. Kicks in the fourth quarter to take the lead, they just seem to carry so much more weight. So give that young man credit for getting out there and knocking that thing through the uprights with all the pressure, with all the eyeballs on him. He delivered.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Clark to fire. Finds the tight end. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. They'll go to the toss. Fights off the defender. It's runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. And the Bears with a second and short to keep this drive moving. The play action fake. Caught near the sticks. It's Clinton. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Bears have it with a 1st and 10. They'll go back to the ground. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen to try to...
Turning on the Jets. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. What they would give to help their kicker out with a few yards on 3rd down. From here, it would be a 55-yarder. They'll try to get the first through the air. Fires to the big fella. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. Offense trying to keep them off balance on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab on the left. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. And a touchdown here would not only give them the lead, but in the 4th quarter, that ramps up the pressure. With the run on 1st and goal. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Trying to punch it in. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? If they can pay off this 3rd and goal with a touchdown, it might be getting a little tough to swallow over there on the other sideline. Touchdown, Missouri State. They move on top here in the 4th.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the 4th quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. On the run from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Makes the quick grab. This guy is doing work on the outside, and a sweet toe tap to stay in bounds there.
How about the sweet feet? I mean, it's so hard to know where you're at on the sidelines and have good body control. And you could tell he did. Gets the feet down, secures the catch. That is a nice catch. Nice footwork, young fella.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. To the air, it's Sorsby. Starting to feel a little pressure. Got it in stride inside the 20. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 of the 11.
Well, the offense is finding success throwing this guy's way. He just had a massive, massive play, his longest catch of the game. And I think if you're on offense, you got to keep looking this guy's way. He's now starting to prove that he's eating his guy alive in coverage. and he needs more touches.
They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Gives it on the option. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
Well, this running back has struggled to find anywhere to go, and I think one reason why is this linebacker and his speed. He did a great job there identifying where the ball was going to go. He didn't let anybody block him, made his way to the running back and got him on the ground. Nice job.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. Dances away. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown Bearcats! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
This is an offense that has so much confidence. They believe they're able to win the game when it matters the most. They've got the playmakers to do it. You saw it on that last touchdown. Now taking the lead with less than 2 minutes to go.
And the point after is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Clark wants to throw. Under fire. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. And the Bears now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. From the gun, the running back has it. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Caught in the backfield, it's Davis. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And here we go, down the score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab. And how does he keep running? I'd be dizzy after a spin move like that. Calling a timeout here, you have to avoid making a mistake in this situation. Wants to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. The Bears can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Quickly complete. And wisely gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got the 1st down, now in plus territory and a chance to save themselves. And the Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end.
And this offense, they got another positive game, but I think they're going to have to start pushing the ball down the field a little bit. Got to make some plays. That clock is not your friend. You got to speed up, maybe work the middle of the field a little bit, but make sure we get 1st downs, and the rest of the time work the sidelines.
Clark to fire. They're working that left side. He'll come through on 3rd down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. And they spike it and get the clock stopped.
No gain on the play.
Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. Deep shot for the end zone. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night.
This is what can happen at times. You get the snowball effect. Everything going their way in the first half. Big lead going into halftime, but it's mistake after mistake on both sides of the ball. And that interception, David, compounds the problem.
And this defense has completely changed at the half. How about it, man? They've come out aggressive now, forcing a turnover, all the momentum on their side, and the offense gets the ball back.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. We've waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start.
What a comeback. What a comeback. Oh my God. We should never been in that situation to even begin with. The defense was horrible. Gave up a 4th and 13.
That's going to do it from here.
I don't know what to tell you. Basketball score right here, man.
Watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. welcome to Nippert Stadium, one of the grand old cathedrals in the sport and home to the Cincinnati Bearcats. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Coastal Carolina Chanticleer, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Cincinnati Bearcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Bearcats will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Coming out with it, it's Washington. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So Coastal Carolina's offense will get the first swing of the game. Last week was a tape they'd rather just put right in the dumpster and forget about it. David, how's the guy bounce back from a game like the one he had last week?
Well, hopefully he burned that tape, because that was not pretty. That was not what they're wanting to do, man. Just turning the football over, not enough productive plays. And so how do you bounce back? How do you get started in this football game? Jesse, make it easy. Get them in a rhythm. Don't make it very complicated. Don't give them a chance to turn it over again. You don't need to put this losing streak to another digit in the column.
Yeah, I agree. I think there was two big things. I think, one, he was just pressing. He was trying to force the big play to happen when there were other completions to be had. So he's just got to do a better job being patient. And I think the guys around him also have to step up as well. They need to run the football. They need to get that controlled passing game going on early to get into a rhythm, as you said, to help this guy get into a good headspace here early and turn the page from what happened last time.
Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Gets the back moving. Looking for a man. It's Barber. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. He's loose. The tag. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Coastal.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Cincinnati's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, it's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down.
He's going up top. Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. Touchdown, Cincinnati! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Well, I know it's a very small sample size, and we've got a lot of football to go this year, but what can you say about this offense? How explosive and impressive have they looked. Top 5 in the nation in scoring, and you can see why. They've got speed and playmakers all over the field.
And he makes the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish with a big play, a touchdown strike from the 46. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Pulled it, finds his man on the left. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36 and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Now he's going to break the pocket. Got the 1st down.
That time the defense was in man coverage. There was nobody watching the quarterback, so when he took off to scramble, nobody home to make a tackle right away, and he shows you the athleticism, he shows you the speed, and also shows you great decision-making that time, deciding to tuck and run for a huge play on the ground.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's Barber. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Lofts one high and deep. And they can't make the play on 3rd down. The shot that clears will call on their punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Trying to escape and get it himself. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. From their own 23, it'll be 1st and 10. They go to the ground. Good blocking, good running, pickup of 6 out to the 30. And the Bearcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Gonna run it. It's Walker. At the 40, there he goes. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
You talk about creating big plays in the running game like this. This makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field.
He's got it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Bearcats.
I know it's early this year, but it's obvious this guy is a focal point in this offense. After having 2 touchdowns in his first game, he gets on the board here. Doesn't matter where he lines up, they find ways to get him the football, and defenses just have not been able to figure him out.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Fires to the big fella. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
And the shot to clears come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Slithers into space. Wide open spaces. Turning it on. Inside the 10. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. The shot that clears have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Trying to bully their way in. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. They've already squandered a couple of chances to score touchdowns in the red zone, and now another opportunity. It's 3rd and goal. The kicker looks a little disappointed. He'll not come into the game. They'll go for it on 4th and goal from the 4. Looking to throw, it's Barber. Touchdown, Coastal Carolina! Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
First play of the drive comes from the 22. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Fires on the move. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. This offense has it with really good field position. Looking to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Simpkins.
The number one goal as a defense is try to hit the QB as many times as possible. Try to rattle him, try to get him flustered a little bit. Nice job getting there, getting the hit on him, but nice job of executing by the quarterback. Taking the hit, delivering the strike.
Off the RPO, complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the shot to clear has come to the line, trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. He'll pull it on the read. Finding an escape route. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And he'll need to curl this one in from 44 yards out on the right hash. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And now they regain the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. SMU rolled to victory today in a game where they not only capitalized on opportunities, they created them. And that's the way this coach wants them to play every week.
To the air, it's Sorsby. Got out of trouble and throws. Makes the grab.
Oh, that speculation all week, and now we know. Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball to 33.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Wants to go up top on first down. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. The Bearcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. He hurls one deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Brings it down on the right side. And he's brought down after a huge completion. And the Bearcats are on the move. Looking to throw on first down. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36. On the run, it's Simpkins.
Man, he tried to do all he could. He broke one tackle, but my goodness, guys were hitting left and right in the backfield.
This is a staple for any good defensive coordinator. They want their guys to swarm to the football, to gang tackle. If one guy misses, another one's there.
No doubt. And the staple for the offensive coordinator and the offensive line coaches, block those guys. Don't watch them tackle our guys.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Now across the 50 and at the 48-yard line, they'll have it first and 10. Gets rid of it. Working that left side now. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The shot that clears can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Get it out on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. Stop is made at the 36. Let's call it a 5-yard gain and a first down. And the shot that clears come to the line with a new set of downs. Dropping back, it's Barber. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. He'll keep it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Pulls it in. He's stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it first and goal from the 1. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Trying to surge it in. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. After getting nothing done on first down, second and goal from the 6. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
I love the quick decision the QB made there in that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And he'll try to knock it through from 33 yards out. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. That pushes the lead to 6 at 20-14. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. They'll try the right side. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. The Bearcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down.
I love the play call there, and I love the run for a variety of reasons. Obviously, you're trying to settle your quarterback down after throwing 2 picks in the last 2 drives, but also you're able to generate a really nice game for this offense and make second and short so much easier, so much more manageable. It just allows your quarterback, too, to take a breath and exhale.
The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. The Bearcats get it past the sticks. In their own territory, but completely undaunted as they go for it and make it on fourth down.
Man, it's crazy. I don't even think you have a second thought anymore. Even in your own side of the field, like, what, I'm going to have bad field position? Nah, I don't really care. We're going to go for it. We're going to play the numbers. We're going to be aggressive.
And the Bearcats want to move quickly.
Well, we knew coming into tonight they were going to try to find this guy throwing the ball. I had no idea it was going to be this successful this early. Guys, he's closing in on 100 receiving yards. We're not even out of the first quarter yet. He has been an absolute force.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Caught over the middle. It's Allen. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Back to throw, it's Sorsby. Bringing the heat. And the pass falls incomplete, and we are through 1 quarter. While we're only through 1, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. Will we see more offensive firepower on display, or will the defenses finally find their footing? We're ready to go here in the second. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Wants to throw again. He lofts one down the sideline. Snags it down the right side. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Making side adjustments here. The Bearcats have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. The ball's free. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Wants to go up top. Looking to get it in. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. And after getting it right on the edge, they'll try to punch it in on 3rd down. They'll try to slam it in. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Absolutely perfect. The lead down to just 3, 20-17. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. He'll bring it out. It's Washington. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw, it's Barber. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play. The shot that clears will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Got room to work. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. And the Bearcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Unleashes one deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Man, it's so hard to play defense nowadays. You got a strike zone where you can hit people. You get flagged for targeting. You get flagged for pass interference. That was beautiful. Great job in the end zone, making it a hard window.
There he goes. He's at the... And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Bearcats.
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands right to him and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Florida dominated almost from wire to wire, and a game like this makes you harken back to those Chris Lee, Tim Tebow, Brandon Spikes teams that won it all in 2006 and again in 2008. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Give to the back. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying play action. Caught behind the line. It's Simpkins. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Back to pass, it's Barber. Safe completion on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. And the Chanticleers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
The Chanticleers send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. They'll get this drive started from the 29. They'll start this drive going to the air. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Makes the catch. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. They used the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Use the play fake, now to throw. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down the quarterback, getting that sack for a huge loss, and now they're licking their chops, lining up when...
He's going to throw deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Hits him in stride of the 10. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Touchdown, Cincinnati! And they take it in for 6 more points.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their 1st game, and you've seen it here in this one, too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Barber. It's complete to the left. Still running at the 40. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. And the Chanticleers want to pick up the tempo. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the 1st half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. The Chanticleers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. Dances away to buy time. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain.
It's a seam wide open. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. And the Chanticleers have it with a 1st and 10. from the red zone, looking for a space. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
Those always sting a little bit when you get so close to getting the QB to the ground, creating a negative play, and then all of a sudden he turns it into something positive. Just really annoying as a defensive guy.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And the QB has had a nice drive, and this offense has been throwing the football all over the yard. You want to stop that? Get pressure on him. Nice job getting to the quarterback effectively. And even better, getting him on the ground.
Takes the handoff. It's Simpkins. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. It is perfect. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll leave it with him. He has the first and still on his feet. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And what a huge play for this offense after that great run.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
Might as well give it to him again. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
Looking downfield, it's Sorsby. Lost one deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. It'll be 3rd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. After the missed field goal, still an 8-point game, and guys, more importantly, still a one-possession game. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Looking for room, it's Simpkins. Quick spin on the run. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. A little screen to the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll run it to the right side. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Down to 2 minutes to play in the 1st half, and it has been a dandy. A chance to perhaps get this game tied up before the break. The shot that clears are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Tight end now in motion. Now the play fake. They've got the play bottled up. Fumble, it's out. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. And the shot to clears decide to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Guys, it's been an entertaining first half and not a lot of time left to put some more points on the board.
No, but you got this possession right here to maybe go into the half tied up. So good first half, but a great way, Jesse, to end this first half.
Yeah, you'd love to take that momentum into the second half. And listen, this offense practices 2-minute every single week for this exact situation. They'd love to be able to go generate a few more points before taking it into the locker room.
Quickly to the tight end. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Looking deep down the right side. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Looking to throw at Sorsby. Under fire. Lets it fly. Another incompletion on third down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. They'll give it to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. The shot that clears will try to pin them back with the punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And that, my friends, is getting the perfect bounce, the perfect punt, the perfect roll. They'll have them locked down inside their own 5. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Scanning the field, it's Sorsby. Caught in the backfield, it's Pryor. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there in Cincinnati, and we've had a lively first half. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the home of Bearcats football since 1902.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Off play action on first down. Moving away from pressure. He's going to take off. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Leaves it with the back. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. The Bearcats racing to the line in the hurry-up. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Give to the running back. Got a little space. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
The give to the tailback. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. To the air, it's Sorsby. Quarterback extends the play. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Bearcats.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Louisville found a way to pull out a victory. It wasn't vintage Cardinals football today. Those Cards fans won't remember this one forever, but they will remember it was a W. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The give to the back. Can't get him to the ground. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31. And the shot to clears are at the line, looking to convert on 3rd and short. From the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the wideout. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down. The shot that clears line up to punt it away. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. Wants to return it. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. They'll run it from the gun. Fighting off the defender. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll do it himself. Oh, a lot of space. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
When you're a defensive guy and you want to fire in, you want to go hit the quarterback, but you know if I fire in, he's just going to give the football up. You got to be patient. You got to understand what your responsibility is.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Pitch him inside the 20, still going. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Makes the catch. Stopped right at the 2-yard line after the catch, and it'll be 1st down, goal to go. Go straight ahead. And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1. They give him the rock again on 2nd and goal. Touchdown, Bearcats! And the stomping has commenced.
Loving what I'm I'm seeing from this offense this week, and talking to them, they felt like last week's win was a lot closer than what it should have been. They didn't play to their full potential, but they did that here in this game. When they're hitting on all cylinders, they are scared.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Washington. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. They'll try the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to pass, it's Barber. Using the quick game. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. And the Chanticleers will bring the punt team onto the field. Hauls it in, looking for space. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. They'll leave it with the lone back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
And he throws another interception, his third of the night. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Pressure coming. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Off play action. Great style points on that catch, but they didn't pick up any yardage. That toe tap catch had a little style, but not much substance on that.
No, the defense did a good job, too, using the sideline to their advantage. Using the sideline as a 12th man.
He'll take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Chanticleers will punt this one away. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Back to throw, it's Sorsby. He lobs one high down the left side. Makes a grab for a big play. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets them 30+.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. So now it's 2nd and long. Finds his man. It's Royer. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. He wants to throw it again. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. This is not a straight-on kick, a 42-yarder from the right hash. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, running back gets the give. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up one to the 35. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. And the Chanticleers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down and 2nd and 3. They'll run play action. Grabbed behind the line. It's Knox. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. The Chanticleers are flying down the field. On the ground, it's Knox. Got the first down and more. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. And the Chanticleers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Off the play fake on first down. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. From the gun, the running back looking for room. The ball pops out. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Power football with the run. Good pickup on the ground there. Give him 5 to the 16-yard line.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. He's got it for a big play. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
Well, these two have been absolutely unstoppable in this game, and it just feels like every time this guy drops back to throw, he's throwing it to one guy and one guy only. The defense cannot stop him. He has been a matchup nightmare all game long.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, oh, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive yards.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Tries to get it on the ground. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Bearcats pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work.
You know, I like the idea to go for it there on 4th down, too, because at this distance, it's definitely not a gimme field goal, right? So your best chances of scoring points and paying this drive off are to go for it on that 4th down, and of course they go out and get it.
To the ground, he's got it again. And he was able to pick up a few yards on the ground, and the clock has run out here in the 3rd. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Off the play fake. On the run, fires downfield. Catch in the middle, it's Royer. Touchdown, Cincinnati! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the Oak.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good to finish things off. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Texas Tech was all gas and no brakes in one of the more convincing wins we'll see this week. The type of performance Graham Harrell and Michael Crabtree used to deliver in that memorable 11-win season of 2008. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The shot that clears in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The give on the option. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere. He's knocked down behind the line. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Dropping back, it's Barber. Sets up the screen. They use that sideline as a defender and get him out of bounds at the 36. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the 2nd half. It's 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Finds his tight end. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the Chanticleers are marching down the field. Let's go! Wants to keep it in the air. Makes the catch. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Chanticleers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Firing to the right, complete. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. And the Chanticleers really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down, they've got it at the 40. The Chanticleers come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll move the tight end. They'll give it to him again. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll run it from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They're a perfect 2 for 2 on third down on this drive. They need 8 to move the chains again. Makes the grab on the left. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Goodness, Court, that is the way you blow up a play, quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Hair on fire, cause direct. That had to be a blown assignment. Back to pass, it's Barber. And wings it incomplete.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make a catch.
On third down, going up top. Flips it out on the screen. It's a running room. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. And the Chanticleers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
The quarterback just has to be more aware of the situation. First down, goal-to-go situation, you cannot take a sack. So the QB, if no one's open, you got to make sure you're throwing that ball out of the end zone and helping your offense out.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't get any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember.
Touchdown, Chanticleer. They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives, and coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
55, Coastal Carolina, 30.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Here's the handoff. And some room to work. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. There he goes. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Bearcats. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown, just like that. He'll bring it out. It's Washington. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
Fires to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Chanticleers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. To throw, it's Barber. Unloads to the wideout. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Good timing on the quick out. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The Bearcats come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving.
We're gonna burn some of this clock off.
They'll try to power their way ahead. The Bearcats get it past the sticks.
Well, when you've had the day that this guy's had so far, why not hand it off to him on 3rd down, right? At this point, you're almost basically expecting him to find a way to pick it up, and he does exactly that. This guy has been a monster all game.
They'll ride the hot hand. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They'll go to the ground. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Wants to throw. It's Sorsby. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And this one is perfect. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week.
And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Out of the gun to give to the back. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Quarterback on the keeper. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
Man, this defense is so athletic in their front 7. They're able to fight off the blocks on that 3rd down screen play, make the tackle, now setting up 4th down.
Punt is in the air. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Pulls and fires complete.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now, and they may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. And the Bearcats are facing 3rd and inches. Trying to pick it up on the ground. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Bearcats with the 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Sorsby. Just a short pass to the tight end. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. And the Bearcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Well, after the tackle now, that sets up 4th and 2. And these offenses, they practice for these types of situations. It's not like they just have quarterback sneak in their back pocket for 4th and inches. They've got plays designed to go and get this, David, so it'll be interesting to see if this offense wants to roll the dice.
Yeah, and most of the time, I'm rolling the dice. I'm going to be aggressive. And as a defense, you also know that, too. And you're ready. You're not caught off guard by offenses nowadays going forward on 4th down.
The Bearcats back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. The give to the back. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. And the Bearcats kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They'll leave it with him, finding open areas. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your unit. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse